Oh, hi. So you decided to come after all. Are you okay? It is kind of that time of year. And, not everyone has someone you can spend time with, and I can understand that. But I do have Iron Brew, which is, pretty good too, if you want one. Okay, well, you know where they are, in the fridge, as always. But, yeah. So, as I said earlier, you don't have to spend Christmas with people. Sometimes it's better not to spend Christmas with people. I think sometimes people put too much emphasis on spending Christmas with other people when they can just be on their own and chill, But that's none of my business. And, obviously you came here to me, and that's fine. I am a good friend, and I have Iron Brew. I got myself a 24 can pack of this stuff just for Christmas. Because, the shops will be closed for the next day or two. And you often end up running out. Do you have everything you need? Because if you don't, I have like extra food and stuff. And even bin bags. Because at the last moment, yesterday on Christmas Eve morning, I panicked and it was like, oh my god, I have no bin liners whatsoever. So I had to quickly get my stuff together and go out the door and go to the shop, and thankfully I had some, and I was totally fine. But yeah, I was panicked because I was like, oh no. But yeah, I am also thirsty and still waking up, but yeah, hi, Merry Christmas, I guess, and a Happy New Year to you. Have you had breakfast? Oh, good, because I didn't buy anything special for that. I have well, I guess technically I got crunchy nut cereal, so that's pretty fancy. If you like kid cereal more than adult stuff I'm used to. You sure you don't want one? I have been meaning to cut back, but it kind of became that time of year when rather than cutting back, people tend to cut nothing. They just add more things, So, do you have any plans for New Year's, or? Same as always, I guess, for me. Just sort of planning to, stay up, watch YouTube stuff, get drunk, good times. But, yeah, sometimes for whatever reason, whether it be by choice or because you weren't invited somewhere or whatever, you can end up spending holidays totally on your own. And I feel like society, or just generally culturally speaking, people tend to get trapped into the thought process that it has to be the most perfect day ever, and then you end up with a sort of sense of dread for that season because of that. And it's why, it's just another day, calm down. At the end of the day, you can still have Iron Brew, and it will get you through, as the adverts say. But importantly, I am here for you, and if you need me, I'm here. It can definitely be a very stressful time of year and day because, people are just trying to be totally 100% perfect about everything, and ultimately it sort of boils down to, try to be happy, and in some cases you just need to have iron brew for that. But I'm sensing from the look on your face you didn't come here from an iron brew store. You're having a bad day. Okay. I have something that I have been saving for about a year-ish, maybe more. I'm not sure now, but... Oh, no, you cannot mix this with iron brew. That would be... No, just no. Hold on. Okay, so first of all, I need you to hold this Glencairn glass for me. Do you know what a Glencairn glass is? Okay, so quick education. These Glencairn glasses are specifically intended for whiskey, favored by whiskey snobs and such. Personally, I just like the shape of them, and they are pretty good for holding whiskey, and they're not those like tumbler glasses you get that are great for mixing drinks, but are not necessarily that great for holding whiskey in. I don't know. I'm not generally a snob about drinking things like whiskey, but there are some whiskeys that you really just... you appreciate them more, So anyway, hold this. There you go. Now, whiskey. So this amazing product of Scotland, of course, is the snow grouse. Let me show it to you. So, the snow grouse is from the famous grouse company. Is it pronounced grouse? I have no idea. So anyway, it's specifically designed to be kept in the freezer. And obviously being whiskey, it doesn't actually freeze, which is a funny story because years ago I read a story about a kid during World War II. Long story short, he was basically smuggling whiskey in on the Scottish Highlands. And during an escape from some Germans or whatever, he used cheap whiskey to de-ice the window of a car. And it helped him escape. But anyway, so yeah, this stuff is supposed to be kept in the freezer. I kind of cheat and I just keep it in my fridge because it's just more convenient, and but it's still really cold. Yeah, it says right there on the back of the bottle, served from the freezer. Do not chill below 18 Celsius. Product of Scotland. I mean, of course it's product of Scotland. It's Scotch, but yeah. You're not pregnant, are you? There's a label saying no? Okay. I'm just asking. No need to get upset. So, anyway, let me pour you some of this. I mean, to be clear, I only ever got through roughly half of this so far because I keep it for special occasions, but there was one occasion where I went from here-ish to here-ish in one night, and oh boy, I didn't have anything else to drink, and I regretted it because, I mean, it's not just that this is expensive, it's more... This is one of those things you wouldn't necessarily drink for the sake of just drinking it, So, without further ado, if I can get the ball open. Oh, God. That will clear your sinuses up in the morning, trust me. If nothing else will. Okay, just gonna get your glass and there you go. Now remember to, really just kind of try and enjoy it more than just like going hatchback. And one for me. Okay, let me put this down and the downside to only having like a small table to put all your glasses on is you're constantly ducking down to get to it, but So, here's to a good new year that is hopefully, well, I mean, I know there isn't much positive that we can say about 2020, but, sometimes it's better not to try and say something positive about something, and it's important to just enjoy the fact that it's going to be dead soon, And hopefully in the new year, with the vaccine and everything, we can just, start enjoying life somewhere and, clearing out our stuffed, blocked nose with whiskey fumes, because that's a good idea. Anyway, cheers, or whatever. Do you say anything different from that, or just, no? Okay, cool. It is some pretty good stuff. So, anyway, so you had breakfast? Okay. Well, I have sweet and sour chicken, which is technically chicken, if you want anything else to eat, because I haven't had breakfast yet, and that was what I was planning to eat for breakfast, because it's Christmas and no one cares, so. Do you want an iron brew now? Do you had whiskey? Yeah, sure. Okay, let's go to the kitchen. And, remember, I'm here if you need to talk or whatever during Christmas, because, where else are you going to go? And I don't have anywhere to be. Anyways, to the kitchen.